Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're doing a rune, oracle, and tarot reading. If you can't tell by my hair, I was not prepared to film for the public today. So this came through very suddenly. I got this random message from the universe basically saying, there is a conversation that I need to prepare you for. And so I don't know necessarily, if you're watching this video and you felt drawn to this video, drawn to the title of this video, there is a conversation I need to prepare you for, okay? The only thing I have on the table so far is some runes that I pulled. You have Othala and Ansus, both coming out in reverse. So this is Othala in reverse, and this is Ansus coming out in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is this conversation may take place between you and a person of a different generation. So this could be your parents, you and your parents, or you and your children, or something of that nature. And what I'm seeing here is that, or even between you and a boss or something, whenever Ansus comes out in reverse, it really shows not really seeing eye to eye. So you may have some problems here being heard, feeling seen. It's like you're trying to explain something over and over and over again, and you just don't feel like it's registering with the person that you're explaining things to. Now, there's multiple things that are coming through as to what this conversation is about. One thing I'm seeing here is lifestyle choices. You may be choosing a certain lifestyle for yourself that this other person might not agree with, but it's like you're not doing anything to harm anyone or even harm yourself. It's, you know, you're making choices out of love and what you feel like is right and best for you. So it can feel pretty annoying when other people don't really see your side of things and they're just not willing to listen to your perspective. I feel like this is a conversation that is leaning on the more difficult side. Yeah, and look at this. We have gossip coming through and we have complacency coming through. You may know within, like, as you're trying to explain who you are, why you go about things, and explain your perspective to someone, you know, this person's just going to go and gossip with their partner, their sisters, their brothers, their friends, etc. Like, you know that this person is sort of filling other people in on the tea that you're bringing them, and that's not really like the best feeling, okay? Now, for some of you, this could be involving some inheritance, or like I'm seeing how frequently you visit family or they visit you, especially if this is like a relative. Like they may not necessarily agree with your lifestyle choice, or you might not agree with their lifestyle choice. And so there may be some disagreements when it comes to how often we spend time together, how often we visit each other, even disagreements on things like inheritance on the more severe end of the spectrum. You know, and it's like, until you get your life together, I don't want to see you this much. Now, that's kind of a blunt, bold statement, right? So it can be very hurtful to the person on the receiving end of that. And now you may be dishing this out, or you may be taking it in. For some of you, it's a little bit of both. In one relationship, for example, you may be setting a boundary, maybe with a friend, maybe with someone, saying, listen, you keep choosing these destructive patterns, and I am sorry, but it's very draining for me, and I need to remove myself from this friendship. I will keep space. I will hold space for you. I will keep the door open for you to, you know, come back and for this friendship to be rekindled and to visit each other once again. But until you essentially either like quit this addiction or leave this toxic relationship or fill in the blank, whatever's draining you, I can no longer see myself as a part of this connection. You know what I mean? A boundary is being set in place here. Now, you may be the one laying this boundary out. You may be the one on the receiving end of this boundary. Probably a little bit of both. Honestly, I feel like this could be multiple conversations going on in your life with different people. And, you know, this could be quite emotional, you know. But the message here, I keep looking at this complacency card as well. With the root chakra, you know, an older generation person here, maybe the phrase disappointed is coming through. And like I said, this could be you, this could be an older generation, disappointed with how things are turning out. And you know what? If you're the younger generation person here, you know, the message is to be yourself. And if we look at this gossip card, there's someone here who's very free. They understand themselves, but these other people might not get it. They might not understand. And, they may be judging. So it's a very difficult situation because I can totally see both sides of this situation, no matter which side you fall on. Let's see, from Mama Moon, we have the new moon eclipse, expect powerful change, which is really fascinating because we do in fact have a new moon eclipse coming up on March 29th. So if you're watching this around the time that I'm posting, that may be around when this conversation takes place or during the month of March in general. I honestly want to say, so today is the 12th, right? So within the next 19 days or so, expect this conversation to take place, is what I want to say. Within the next 19 days, there will be some conversations here where people are setting boundaries that lead to powerful change. Specifically, I'm seeing an older generational person saying, I don't approve of the way you're going about things. I don't agree with your lifestyle. I'm out. Or just setting some boundaries there. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to interact as much as we've been interacting. Okay. Now, you may be the one giving that conversation. You may be the one on the receiving end of this. But, your spirit guides aren't going to leave you high and dry and have you experience this crazy conversation out of the blue, totally unprepared. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm coming in to give this reading. Okay. Preparing you for that to happen. If this resonates, it resonates. If this doesn't resonate at all, then don't take it, by all means. We have temperance, exactly. The universe wants you to enter into this conversation feeling cool, calm, and collected, and that's why this reading is here, to mentally prepare you for that. We have the Fool in reverse. Yeah, it definitely feels like you guys, if you're watching this video, you are on the precipice of a new life for yourself, like a new life chapter in general. And, you raised your vibration in such a way that you no longer resonate with, some of these family members. It feels like family, honestly. So I'm going to say family members. You no longer resonate. And it's like people see how free and happy and loving your life is now. And, they just can't accept it because they're so convinced that they had to choose following society's expectations, following their fear-mongering mindset in order to be happy. So when they see that someone actually can lead quite a happy life and feel in love and feel free without those things, it triggers something strange within them, and they get very judgmental. And, you're moving into the future free of this judgment, free of this fear. What I'm seeing here. We have the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse as well. Now these conversations may feel very sudden, very out of the blue, unexpected. Okay. Pay attention to your word choice is a message that is coming through multiple times in this reading. Pay attention to your word choice. Try not to completely cut ties. If it's not in your greatest good to completely cut ties, try to keep the door unlocked. Closed but unlocked. It's like, okay, for example, this is a family member who's, part of a cult, judgmental, etc. It's like, listen, I gotta remove myself from your life because I'm not happy here with the way that things are. But if you want to, oh wow, this is such a multi-dimensional message because I could see all of the different ways in which this conversation will be playing out for some of you. For some of you, this could be the reverse, where the younger generation person is saying, I don't agree with your politics, with your way of living, and it makes me so deeply unhappy that I have to cut ties. But, if you ever want to see the light again, come out of that cult, I'll be here. Wow. There's so many ways in which this plays out, and I have to be completely honest. Neither of you are in the wrong. Neither of you are necessarily in the wrong. There's no right person. There's no wrong person. You guys are just so completely different that it's reaching this point of powerful change where, there's some intense emotions here. of Judgment. This could be your own judgment. And there's nothing wrong with judgment, by the way. Like, just neutrally. There's nothing wrong with judgment. Or this could be judgment from someone else, younger or older generation. We also have the Hanged Man in reverse, seeing things from a new perspective. And we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it definitely feels like you're trying to have your 10 of Cups moment. Trying to really completely and fully experience emotional fulfillment. And so is this other person. And yeah, that's just what I'm seeing here. It's going to be a very spontaneous sort of conversation. The person initiating this might not even be like super uberly preparing in advance. So when it takes place, it's just kind of, they may have thought about having this conversation before, but it's like the moment to actually have it strikes them or you at a random moment. And yeah, very powerful endings and new beginnings here. So Spirit just wanted you to be in on this before it happens, because you're very well protected, third eye's open, and you deserve a glimpse into the future. So thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch and subscribe to this channel for more. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below if you feel comfortable sharing who you think this conversation will be with and what it'll be about. Let us know in the comments. I'd be fascinated to know. And leave some love, some support for other people watching, because this definitely feels like a more difficult conversation where it's like two completely different people who are kind of judging each other are coming together to, I don't know. It feels very, not heavy per se, but it's like, wow, I can't believe you reached a point where you're literally ready to disown me, or you're just so openly talking about how you don't want to be close to me. And this could be someone who, it's like, you're my parent or my child, or it's like, what do you mean you don't want to be close? It's just a very strange predicament here. Very strange conversation. Ooh, I just got another message as well. For some of you, this could be like a friend of yours, an acquaintance, brother or sister-in-law, something like that. Feels very Gemini energy, which means like you don't have control over this person being in your life. So this could be brother-in-law, sister-in-law. This could be a parent to a child that's in your life, but not your child. Anyways, this person may be saying something along the lines, like very startling actually, of like not wanting to be in their child's life that much, which is very strange. It's very unnatural. I think that's what you're taking from this conversation. Like, this feels very unnatural. Like, you, my parent, or you as a parent or child, like, you don't want to have this connection. That's very strange. It's like foreign to my ears. So that's why Spirit wants to prepare you for this, because it'll be very startling, I think. And they just want you to prepare ahead of time mentally. For some people watching, if that message resonates with you, you may be put into a position where you are in a greater position of responsibility for the well-being of a relationship or a child or something like that. And that's why Spirit wants to prepare you as well. Okay, because then that becomes like, or another thing here for some of you, this could be someone not wanting to maintain a connection, but it's like they have a child that you're very close with. So again, it's like very startling. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a very important position in this child's life. So I don't know. There's all sorts of messages coming through. The important thing is that you apply this to your life, how it resonates for you specifically. Whatever, like, if there's anything coming up as I did this reading where you're like, oh, this is what this is talking about, yes, that's what we're talking about, okay? And if it didn't resonate at all, then don't take it. But anyways, if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that's always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. So check it out. Bye-bye.